My boyfriend, 28M, wants to break up because I, 31F, didn't get the right beer? I'm really upset and hope someone here could help me. My boyfriend and I have been together for almost 3 years now. Everything has been going great, and he's the love of my life. But yesterday, something really weird happened. I told him I was going to the grocery store to pick up some things for the next few days. I asked him to send me a list on Messenger. We always do this since I tend to forget important items, which he went ahead and did. I asked him multiple times to check the list and see if he needed anything else to make sure we had everything at home and wouldn't have to go shopping again tomorrow. He added that he wanted some beer for the Super Bowl. We don't drink at home often, but he remembered he wanted to have some on hand for him and his brother visiting for the game. I said okay and left for the store, and once I was there I texted him, "What kind would you like?" And he responded, "Any kind is fine. You know what I don't like, so just don't bring that." I was confused since I thought he sounded annoyed, which confused me, but I shrugged it off. I finished up my shopping and got everything on the list, picked up some beer, and then headed home. When I got back, he asked if I remembered the beer, and when I gave it to him, he took a look and then blew up at me, saying he doesn't like IPAs and saying I never listen. I was completely shocked. I tried to calm him down and have a conversation. He eventually calmed down but said he doesn't want to hear it anymore and just left our place and said he needs space to reconsider this relationship. I want to give him space, but wow, I'm just dumbfounded. I've seen him order IPAs before at bars, so never thought he had a problem with them. He's been out with his brother today, so haven't spoken to him since. How do I approach him about this? Like just leave him alone or try to apologize and talk to him? He's not mad about beer. Either he's upset about something else or he's looking for dumb excuses to break up and grasping at anything. He set you up, and then he intentionally attacked you. Then threatened to break up with you. That's abusive behavior. You have nothing to apologize for. Please reconsider this relationship. Well, he's looking for a reason to break up with 2 hands and a flashlight. Also, he has 2 days before the damn game to get the beer he wants. This doesn't make any damn sense. My take? Pack his shit, change the locks, and watch Puppy Bowl with some friends. This guy can enjoy his favorite beer sleeping on his brother's couch. He's seen another woman. He needed a reason to fight and get out of the house to go see her, and the pretend fight about the beer was it. Get into his phone if you can. Look for secret apps. You realize that the beer is an excuse, right, op? Yeah, this is a cheater dead giveaway. Blow up fights over some imaginary slight? He needs you to be the bad guy so he can justify the fact that he's hopping in another woman's panties while telling her his ex never understood him and never cared about him even though he did everything for her. My boyfriend 26M messed up all the firsts, and I 25F don't know how to move forward. I, 25F, have been dating my boyfriend, 26M, since June 2024. It hasn't been that long, but we got really close fast and even met each other's families early on. Last month, we both had our birthdays. I put in a lot of effort to make his special with thoughtful gifts, a celebration, even organizing a game with his friends and family. He seemed to really appreciate it. But when my birthday came around just 10 days later, he did absolutely nothing. What hurts the most is that he spent months hyping it up, saying things like, "I've missed 24 of your birthdays, I'll make up for it." And then, nothing. To make things worse, I later played the same birthday trivia game with him, just for fun, and he barely knew anything about me. I had gotten 8/10 answers right for him, but he only got 4 right about me even when I had literally told him the answers before. And then there's the gift situation. I had been talking about my dream boots for months. Instead, he got me a sword. I like anime, sure, but it was clear this was something he wanted, not something meant for me. But the worst part happened in December. I found out I was pregnant, about 5 weeks, and when I told him, his immediate reaction was, "I'm not ready to be a father, and I have a bad feeling about this baby." It felt like he was saying my baby was a curse. No matter what happened afterward, those words haunted me while making my decision. In the end, I chose not to have the baby, but I hate myself for listening to him. I can't shake the resentment I feel toward him and toward myself. I feel like I'm drowning in this relationship. I hate him for everything he's done, and hasn't done, but somehow, I still love him. I don't know how to get out. Has anyone been through something similar? How do you leave when your heart is still holding on? Why are you doing so much for a man you've barely been dating, especially when he doesn't reciprocate? Leave. This was me a few years ago, 26 female here. If you don't live together, ending the relationship shouldn't be hard. However, I know how you feel about still loving him despite his lack of effort. If you truly want to leave, you need to end the relationship and go completely no contact. I blocked my ex as soon as I left his house after ending it and never looked back. It was so hard because I was stupidly in love with him, and moving on took a long time, but at the same time I felt so free, and so much better about myself. I lost a lot of friends because they were friends I made through him, but clearly they weren't my friend when they continued, and still do, to support an abuser. Hugs people hugging. I hate him for everything he's done, and hasn't done, but somehow I still love him. Sweet Jesus. Just shoot me in the face already. Why oh why do women settle for crumbs begrudgingly dropped for us by losers? Women everywhere. Please have an ounce of self-respect. Use birth control religiously and tell weak man babies like this one to get lost. This guy hasn't done a goddamn thing for you. He's told you in every way except with words that he's not into you. Drop kick this dead weight. Leave him. You're being a doormat to him. You deserve so much better. It'll hurt to leave now, but it'll hurt exponentially more with every year and every occurrence of his trash behavior. He cannot be that great to stay with this shitty behavior. Please leave him now. Your boyfriend gave you Homer Simpson's bowling ball. It was a gift for him and not you. It's okay to be resentful for the things he didn't do, but it's not okay to be resentful for the decision you made to terminate the pregnancy. It's okay that weren't ready to be a mother, most especially with this tool. Move on. This is the honeymoon phase, where he's love bombing you. Lol what? He got you a sword? My friend, F26, is making my dating life horrible. 25 female, 28 male. What to do? So, I, F25, have issues with my friend, F26, while dating my new partner, M28. I met my boyfriend a few months ago and we've been really hitting it off. We are similar, we share interests, we enjoy to spend a lot of time with each other. My friends and family adores this man, let's call him Jacob. He is nothing but sweet, gentle and loving soul. He treats me like a princess, brings me flowers and is always up to talk with me if I have something on my mind. My friend, Daisy, met him a few times. Daisy said to me at first that Jacob is not good looking at all. But then they met and she saw how good Jacob treats me, so she said to go for it. This happened before we were official. So here's the issue. Daisy suddenly decided that she hates Jacob. She tries to turn anything Jacob does as a manipulating me or trying to push her out of my life. Jacob tries to be really nice to her and she just tells me how bad of a person he is. Jacob has not done anything bad to her, so I don't understand the sudden change. Jacob tries to plan stuff for us to do as a group, but Daisy declines everything. She tries to plan stuff and said Jacob is not welcome to come. Me and Jacob spend a lot of time with each other, but I make time for my friends. I text them every day, meet them when I have time with my job and hobbies. With Jacob I just spend nights and we don't have much time to do fun things together that much during the days. So I really wanted him to come with us for some of the activities. Daisy just keeps talking badly about Jacob and Jacob knows some of these things. My issue is that I feel like Daisy is making me to choose between them two all the time. Daisy doesn't want us to have physical contact when we're together, or she literally pushes Jacob off. Daisy doesn't date anyone at the moment, but I know she doesn't have feelings for Jacob. Jacob is far away from her type in every way. Why does Daisy act this way? I've tried asking, but she just doesn't seem like she has a real issue. What I can do to make them get along with each other in some way. I had to cancel a few things because they started arguing badly about who gets to be with me during the time. I tried to plan a spa weekend and they both wanted to come with me. The issue became when Jacob said he wants to be alone with me in the hotel room and Daisy wants to sleep with us. I had to cancel whole, relaxing, spa weekend because they had so bad argument. Help me Reddit. These are two really important persons in my life and I'm not gonna pick between them. You pick the one who's not a problem. Daisy is always going to be a problem, but great men don't grow on trees. How long have you known Daisy? Is this the first time you've had a partner during your friendship? Miserable single girls keeping their friends miserable and single, nothing new. All good points, but for sake of exploring all possibilities I guess I'll be the one to ask. Is it possible she could be romantically interested in you so the idea of any man in your life feels like a threat? My issue is that I feel like Daisy is making me to choose between them two all the time. That's exactly what she's doing. So choose. It doesn't sound like Daisy is a true, selfless friend. And even if something did happen and she has a valid reason for disliking Jacob, she should tell you. But the fact that she doesn't have a reason is telling enough. My boyfriend, 46M, don't see my 45F problem with his ex-wife? Hi, my boyfriend of a year can't understand why I'm unhappy with the situation. Backstory: his ex-wife moved far away and left him with the kids. I'm also divorced with 3 kids. From the beginning she turned the 13-year-old daughter against me and it took me a long time to build relationship with her. She will also say ugly things to him and also things about our relationship. He just ignores it because he don't want any drama. She visited the kids last month, staying in his place and even slept in his bed. He stayed with me for the time. Now she wants to come and spend more weekends. I don't like her sleeping in his bed, but he can't understand why I have an issue. I posted on social media about our anniversary and added photos and he got angry and said what if she sees it? He said he don't want her to know his business and don't want drama. I'm just so tired hearing about her and that he never take my side. If you're tired, drop him. He can keep his complicated situation to himself and go back to laying up with her in his bed. He was angry because his ex-wife might have seen your post about your anniversary? That's not just wanting no drama, that's erasing you from his life to avoid drama. My advice is to erase yourself from his life altogether. He's a lily-livered twat. Life is too short for this kind of drama. Either he's willing to draw appropriate boundaries or you may need to rethink your relationship. I posted on social media about our anniversary and added photos and he got angry and said what if she sees it? He said he don't want her to know his business and don't want drama. Sis, no, leave that man alone to deal with his ex-wife as a single man. You deserve someone that would put you first. Lol, my ex does this. We were together for 13 years. He has a new girlfriend who he still denies outright to me. She has a profile picture with him in it. He has zero evidence of her. At one point, before I knew about her, I was coming over and we were cuddling and talking about how to move forward together and discussing our challenges and such. I'm telling you now, it is not to spare her feelings, he is waiting for her to come back. You should cut your losses. He's hiding you from his ex, which means he cares more about her feelings than you. He will never stand up for you against her because it's easier for him to give her way. I mean, if you don't mind living around her schedule, wants and needs, have at it.